The following episode is intended for mature audiences and contains discussion about sex, relationships, and so much more that may not be suitable for everyone, so viewer discretion is advised. Please note that all views and opinions shared belong to the individual speakers only and do not necessarily represent the views of Project X and our partners. Now, we invite listeners to approach the conversation with openness, care, and curiosity. So, enjoy! Okay, so hello everybody, welcome to the pod. My name is Dion and today we have Aerie and Luna here. Hi, so can you all share a little bit more about who you are and what kind of work you do? Start with Aerie.
Hi, I'm Aerie. I am a adult star. I am a pro dom, and I film content. What else is there to say about me?
What
I'm
kind of
trans.
What kind of content?
So I'm a trans model. So I film topping content, bottoming content. Right now, I'm really trying to get more kink content, and yeah, a lot of it is me tying people, but I would really like for me to be able to do more stuff.
You don't film in Singapore, right?
No, I don't. There aren't many people in Singapore to film with, sadly.
Can film with me.
Yeah.
Let's go to
We're planning
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Okay, so what about you, Luna?
Hi, I'm Luna. I'm a content creator. I actually just quit escorting, so just gonna focus on doing content. I also used to do pro dom,
So what does pro doming entail?
beating people up. Like, so your clients usually just tell you the kink they have, and then you just carry it out in the session.
Oh, so it's quite a wide range.
Yeah, I did anything and everything lah, as long as it doesn't end up in death. Yeah.
No, you wait, for this kind of things, do you have to sign do you get your clients to sign a waiver?
No lah, actually.
No.
Because
If
it's
they-
not so extreme, right?
I don't know. Like, what if you get like you whip them and there's like blood and the blood's contaminated and you get infection?
We always sanitize our tools before downstairs.
Yeah,
And we wear gloves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Alcohol, wipes, and
oh yeah, well, there's a lot of cleaning involved.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't think about it. All the sanitizing.
Yeah.
So, can you walk me through the turning point from your first experience to the moment you realize, hey, this can be like a career or like a side hustle kind of thing? What was that point you're like, I can get money from this?
I was in polytechnic, so yeah, a bit of trauma dump. But
Sure. Feel
I
free.
grew up in an abusive family where my dad was very anal about money. So during school, poly, you always had a lot of projects, right? I have to print a lot of like project work, have to buy a lot of textbooks, and all these things are supposed to be paid by us lah. So every time I ask my dad for money, he would like get pissed off and like, why do you even need so much money for, like, isn't he already giving me allowance? And the allowance was like what, $7 a day, fuck's sake. And paying for my school fees and everything. And it just started to become such a chore to even ask him for money lah. Then the worst part is he wouldn't even let me work part-time. And he was so strict that I have to come home come home right after school lah. Like last time in secondary school, he even gave me a booklet where my teachers had to sign the time that I ended school, their signature and their mobile number, and then he'll call them to verify that I actually like ended school at that timing.
God,
It was so fucking embarrassing. Yeah, like literally imagine like after school, teacher can help me sign. Like, wow, help. Yeah, then because I couldn't work, then I couldn't do anything, right? Then I think I saw this YouTube video where like some guy was just reviewing panties, like, girls selling their panties online. Then I was like, wait, people can do this? So I went to Locato and I started selling my underwear and socks. Then that turned into like people asking for content. Then it became meetups. And then
Wait, meetups means?
services. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So how do you mail out your underwear yourself?
No, I meet them and then pass it to them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they're working from home.
Entrepreneurs, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I actually bought like Taobao underwear. It was like $1 a piece, and I sold it for like $20 each.
$20 only?
Back then, young
Okay
don't know
lah,
the
okay lah,
market
okay
rate
lah.
mah.
So what about you?
It ties in with my transition.
Okay.
So at first it was a gender affirming thing to be posting my pictures online. There then started to have like a demand, and people started asking like, hey, do you sell your content and stuff like that? And I was like, oh, I don't know yet. Then I started researching like how to do all those things. Like, oh, do I use like Ko-fi? Do I use Patreon? And then OnlyFans started blowing up. And I was like, oh, okay, there's a platform. And so I signed up. Then came in the first five subscribers.
Who's not there?
Yeah,
that-
and
that's
it was interesting at the start of that. So I had I asked them for ideas. The people, the support system around me at that time were mostly trans content creators as well, porn stars. That became a viable option for a career. So that was when I started, okay, maybe I can work towards something.
So do you have a full-time job when you're doing this?
Yes, I did. I was actually teaching.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I was still teaching, still masquerading as a guy for 5 days. And then on the weekend, I could be myself.
Oh.
And at a time when you were worried about, how is my career going to progress? Because Singapore is not very progressive in terms of accepting people of who are gender diverse.
Yes.
Like if your sexual orientation can be hidden, sure, that's fine. But gender, no one hides gender. The more you hide your gender, the more dysphoria you feel. So there was a studio owner that actually we got into contact, and we were like, oh, how's my content, blah 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 and everything. And he was like, yeah, if you come to the US, we'll shoot you. And that was my entry into like the adult industry.
I did my research. You paid for your own flight, right? You paid for
Yes,
your own
I
flight.
did. My
Yeah.
gosh. I mean, it was well,
It was worth like the investment, I guess.
yes.
Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
still in contact with that studio owner?
Yes, I am.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So what first drew you into like how you started with like a pro dom and now you're into like more, you want to do more kink? What first drew you into kink content creation? Is it because it was like a financial incentive you could charge way more? Or were you just into it?
So I'm a lifestyle kinkster as well. I practice it in my own life, and it is just an extension of myself. If I can make money through what I enjoy doing, why not? Yeah, so that was the step forward, I guess.
Oh, it's like finding your niche.
And oh,
No, no, no.
yeah, before, like in the early 20s, 2010s rather, I actually chanced upon. Yeah, and that was like, okay, I shared this with JP. He used to run a few of the sites, and are we allowed to share this? That's
Sure.
not- that's-
You can, we can
You
cut.
sign
We
ND.
can cut. We can cut. Don't worry. Yeah.
No, like the sites that he runs on. Well, I already think about whatever.
Okay, we can bleep it out.
Yeah.
Bleep it out. Yeah.
Like he runs the sites, and when I saw it, I was like, wait, this is what I do in real life.
Oh.
And he just takes it to another level. And I always aspired to one day be able to tie on camera, like what he does, like do kink on camera and stuff like that. And the first time I ever shot with,
I think I
It
saw
was-
the video.
yeah, it was.
Was you and another female, right? And then you
No. As in like studio for
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, full circle moment.
yes, exactly.
Oh my
And it was
gosh.
like, oh my god, I am here.
Wow,
And I
I'm shocked.
actually got to tie on camera.
Oh.
So usually what happens is they'll finish the tying,
And then
they'll do the last parts of the tie,
yeah,
and
then
the video
person
continues.
singing and all.
Yeah,
right.
but no, this like the director was like, you can tie, let's put your tying on camera. And I actually did the whole tying
Oh.
on camera. And I was like,
I know there are a lot of like shibari classes in Singapore. Wait, so how did
Yeah.
you first discover this? Thai, the art of Thai, like
Out of
sharing.
Thai,
Yeah. How do you
watching porn.
Oh,
So that comes to the discovery of kink. So when I was really, really young, so now this is the early 2000s, I was watching porn. I chanced upon an impact website. And that to me was scary because why are you hitting women? This is wrong, you know? So a lot of you out there who you're struggling with this, understand that this is consensual. And there are a lot of physical things that come together with all these spanking and whatever. You're not actually hurting a person. You're inflicting pain, yes, but you're not hurting the person. Yeah, because the person wants it, and
it's all consensual.
it's one is consensual. Two, the physicality of it releases different endorphins, releases hormones and everything, and elevates the whole experience.
Like some
So-
people run and to get their endorphin
Yes.
high, right?
Yeah.
So I guess some people just
So
want to
some
get
people
spanked.
also do that, like in the gym. You tire your muscles out, you hurt your muscles, but you don't say that, oh, this is wrong.
We are all kinky.
Oh, maybe this is why I don't go to the gym.
That's why you don't go to the gym.
But you like getting
No,
fucked
okay.
in the ass?
It is me. I do not like it.
What do you mean?
Okay, well, what about you? What first do you do this?
Oh, wait, I haven't. Okay,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
I
okay.
haven't finished.
Okay, okay.
Sorry. Yeah, and okay, so after I was like, oh no, this is wrong. Like, you shouldn't be hitting like girls. So it was like pushed aside, and then along the journey, I discovered, because back then the algorithm was also like building.
Yeah.
As you click more and more,
You don't
then
know what it is.
more stuff starts coming your way because you go down this rabbit hole. And I chanced upon rope bondage. There was this Japanese picture. It was like, wow, this is so pretty, so beautiful. And then I saw a short video. So this person was tying this girl up, really beautiful. And then after finished tying, he started hitting her. And I was like, no, but yes, but no. So yeah, that's when the research happened, and then I realized that, oh, okay. Then I started trying it out myself, experiment, experiential learning. Yeah, and you're like, okay, I get it now. Yeah.
But how do you try it in Singapore? Unless you have a hook.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to
I just-
suspend yourself. You
I'm-
can
yeah,
tie yourself.
Okay. So small. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the start.
It's exploration, right? You're always like very conflicted on how you feel at first. Then you really so much. Okay.
You
Yeah. What about you?
starting kink.
Mm, honestly, that time after I did escorting for a bit, I actually quit and went to get a normal full-time job. But then my dad got depression, and then he couldn't work. Then obviously the measly 2K office job isn't gonna pay the bills lah, so I quit my job. I literally had like what 10K savings. I just YOLO rented a condo, bought a bunch of equipment, and then just created a website and started doing it with zero experience. I went to watch porn now and to see, okay, what do people do, what do people like. But I was like, damn, legit just YOLO. And it worked out lah. And honestly, it was quite therapeutic for me. It's like, I mean, cause growing up, I got beaten by my dad. But then now I get paid to beat men. So it's like, wow,
Okay. You know what?
like legit, just someone they love it.
Yeah.
Then like wow, then it just became a thing. Then I found my niche, which was pegging. Like I really enjoyed pegging men. Like we are used to getting fucked, and then when you get to fuck the guy, it's such
Yeah.
a
I know.
sweet like wow. Yeah, but honestly, doming is very tiring because I did it full time. Like
It's like an
every day.
act, right? You
Yeah.
have to act like.
Yeah, and then somehow you have to be so professional because throughout the 1 hour session you have to
Commit to the character.
and then if the moment you slip out or you forget what to do, they will just lose it, right? But at least we just cannot make it. So you have to lock in for 1 hour, have to remember the sequence, and have to make sure they come at the end. So it's like you have to make the flow very nicely. And then even when I didn't want to take sessions, I have to because I have to pay rent and everything. And I got damn burnt out, so I quit and went back to doing escorting lah. Cause honestly, getting fucked is easier than fucking someone. Yeah.
Hot take. Hot take. I don't know.
I mean, that's why I do both. Okay.
Right? Sometimes you just want to lie down and get fucked. So
Okay, good point. Yeah. Sometimes you rather be the one receiving.
I think for me it's different because I am naturally more dominant. So even when getting fucked, I still actively
Want to
do stuff. Yeah, and I have to tell myself to, okay, no, Aerie, she calm the fuck down. Like even in videos, like
Oh.
I have to tell people and like plan out stuff and like, okay, I'm bottoming right.
please control me.
Right, I'm bottoming right. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, and so I'll be a little more gentle, submissive-ish, and yeah. Like even when you see the videos that I shoot that are like, let's have something more romantic. In the end, it still goes a
Okay,
bit
it's
more.
your specialty. It's your
Yeah.
specialization. So, okay, so people often assume that BDSM is just pain and whipping and all that, right? It's always misrepresented by the mainstream media. So, what are your thoughts about it? Can you elaborate on what BDSM really is?
I think it's a power exchange, like especially for the submissive. They think that people think that when it comes to BDSM, the dominant is the one in control, but it's actually the submissive that's in control. Because the submissive is the one giving consent to the dominant to do these things to them, and they are the ones who can ask you to stop anytime. So honestly, a dominant is just a puppet doing the things that the sub wants to do lah. Yeah.
Okay, they do set the limits, lah. Then you just have to perform
Yeah, you ask me to do what do you, I just do. Then you ask me to stop, I just stop. So who am I? Am I the one getting control or you, honestly?
I've a slightly different take. I mean, I guess when it comes
when you're paying for a service, there's just
Yes.
some, yeah.
yeah, probably like what Luna is saying is like in terms of like a service kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you are talking about, let's say, if your disposition is to be more dominant and you are naturally, I wouldn't say naturally, but you like to take control, then both parties have consent. The sub obviously has to start giving the consent, and then the dom gets to choose which in that consent of things. I consent to do this, this, and this to you. Like you've given me consent to do 5 things. I will want to do 3 things today.
Interesting.
Yeah. So there is that agreement in that sense. And yes, what Luna said, there is a power exchange. The sub gives up power, the dom takes the power and gives and creates a nice scene, altered state for both parties. So for me, I tell people that BDSM is an altered state of mind. So like the fantasies you want to play out that you don't do in real life, that is an altered state of mind.
It's like an escape, basically.
Yes, in a
If
sense.
every day, yeah, I think like the psychology is if someone's always making the decisions in life, when you're looking for like pleasure and maybe in the sexual realm, the altered state, you just want decisions to be made for you.
Yes.
Then you just let go and release.
And that's why there are a lot of
Powerful
C-suite,
men, yeah.
powerful
Powerful
people.
men, they're
yes.
all like,
Women
yeah.
too, in fact, yeah, who want to take on the other role. Yeah, BDSM is not always about pain. Pain is a very good motivator, but there are other motivators as well. Pleasure is one. All the emotions, in fact, fear from the pain, the happiness, the uncertainty, the shock. Yeah, all these things drive your brain. And I think it's very often, it's a somatic thing for people when you can actually connect back to yourself. Because very often when we live life, we are so detached from our emotions because society has made it compulsory to just be logical, to not feel, and to just do.
Okay.
So when you can actually come back and feel all the emotions again, that's that I think is the interesting thing about BDSM. Yeah.
It's also like control and beauties, because when you're doing BSI, you get to control what you want to be done to you. You get to feel the emotions. But then when you're like at work, you're forced to work and you cannot have time to even process your emotions or thoughts. But then when you're in the BSM setting, you get to just let loose, you know. Yeah. There's like a lot of clients that we get is also very high ranking, high stress jobs. And then they just come and just let you do
Yeah.
everything.
It's like they're de-stress. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I want to ask like who's like your biggest client? Okay, Michelle. So okay, on this topic of like the safety and like the ethics, how do you negotiate like the scene limits and the aftercare protocols? Like from how when the person tells you, okay, this is what turns me on, then you look at it. Then how do you negotiate the ethics? Do you have a safe word? Do you have a different safe word for every scene, or do you just kind of use the safe word with every client? And once they're done, what's the aftercare steps and procedures?
The thing I hate the most is when a sub comes to me and says, "Oh, mistress, I will do anything for you."
Oh yeah. I actually love it when they say that, when I ask them what is their do's and don'ts, they say anything, can do everything at once. Then after that, next I'll say, so I can cut off your dick? Then they say, no, please, no. Then I'm like, then you clearly have boundaries, what? Don't tell me I can do anything
Yeah.
to you.
So that's a good way to start the negotiation process. Like you really lay things on the table and then you throw them a curveball just to make them realize that they have not thought about everything, and then they'll start thinking about more scenarios. And for clients who don't see us as often, the things we can do is very few. Yeah. There are lesser things that we can do, but if you build a relationship, then there are more intense options for you to explore because you know the person and you know how they respond, you know their limits and what's allowed to be pushed and what you should not push. Yeah, so I guess like in terms of like safety, say someone gives you 100%, like on a first time, probably 60% is good. And as you slowly push 70, 80, that 100% also starts pushing because they realize that their tolerance also increases. Yeah. Like, you know, when you go to the gym, let's say, yeah, we're back to the gym. Let's say you can, yeah.
But I get it.
Let's say you can only do like 40 kg and that is your maximum. So what you want to train at is like maybe 25 kg. And as you reach closer to the 40 kg, your 40 kg limit actually goes up. Yeah, so that's like a parallel in that sense. As for like aftercare, very often it's just sitting with that person or cuddling that person sometimes. There are some subs that just want to kneel and just
Okay.
like hug or kiss like feet. Yeah, and
So
I'll just do
like
yeah.
for them, the scene is technically not over, but for you,
The scene is over for them because it is just
oh, that's just the way.
the comfort.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh,
what's your
yeah.
way
What are
of-
you?
Mine, I just asked them to take a shower. After I asked them, like, are they okay? Is everything okay before I send them out the door? But a lot of them, once they come post-start quarantine, the first thing they want to do is just get out. I mean, I won't force them to stay, but
Really? Okay,
Oh.
that's interesting. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of it is also the shame, because when they're in the moment, they love it. Then once they come, then they suddenly, oh shit, this is like shameful, then they just want to get out.
Interesting.
Do you ever get surprised by how much trust someone puts in? Like, if it's my first time seeing you, I trust you with everything, and you're sometimes like, were you ever shocked like, I can really do this to you? Then they say, yeah, try. Has there been any like scenarios where it's like that?
I think when it comes to a client, no, because I don't allow in that sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I choose to draw that boundary so they know it is professional first. And then as you continue pushing, then they start realizing, oh, actually, like, this mistress also wants a relationship. And then they'll be like, okay, so where's the balance of professional
Okay.
relationship, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then that is when you start realizing that, oh, I actually have this much power over this client. You're like, let's do something that you didn't expect me to do. Yeah, and most of the times it turns out really, really well. Yeah.
I think it's also because it's transactional. So them giving you the money is really showing that they trust you. Because they know you're providing for service. Versus that if I randomly find some rando on the internet and ask you to do these things to me, there's no promise. Because for them it's they are just doing it for fun. So you don't know if they'll push your boundary. But then they know that we are doing it because we are getting paid. So we'll just carry out the service and and if anything happens, they can report us like, hey, this person take my money, and then that will be even more worse.
Has there been an instance where like some boundaries have been crossed, either on your side or their side?
I've experienced both sides. So one is I have this client who's super into fisting. When he's into it, he just like his brain just shuts off and doesn't think logically. Got one time he asked me to shove a toilet brush up his ass. I was just like, I don't think that's a good idea because it's unhygienic, right? I mean, it came from the toilet. So I had to literally talk him out of it until he kind of just accepted that I'm not going to do that lah. Yeah. Then
Wait, a fist was not enough.
apparently
So,
he just
okay.
wanted me to stuff anything and everything up his ass. Yeah. Yeah, then the other way was definitely like, because I do face sitting and body worship, so sometimes I'm naked. And then some of them will try to be funny and,
Something.
then I'll literally just like shout at them, ask them to stop lah. Yeah.
Does it work?
Yeah, I mean, because at the end of the day, they are still
Okay,
the
yeah.
submissive,
That's
so yeah, they just try to test my boundaries. But then obviously,
Yep.
can't let them do that.
No.
I've never crossed someone else's boundary professionally. And most of the times the people who try their luck, they will initiate and I will actually hit them and I will warn them and like make it part of the scene. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then make it like now I will do something painful that you don't enjoy.
Okay.
Or it's more intense that you don't enjoy, so that you're like, oh, okay, she means business. Yeah, like what Luna said, like to tell them like there is the boundary. Yeah.
Okay, I want to ask, what's the weirdest request you have ever gotten? Besides the toilet brush, is there anything weirder than that?
Weird How do you define weird?
Weirdest request. Like, okay, maybe not even professional, like, okay. Or if you just want to stick professionally, what's the weirdest thing where it just catches you so off guard that you're just like, in that moment, like the auto still just
Oh, I remember. I have this client who it was a custom video request. He wanted me to blow balloons until it exploded. And then he wanted me to like drip my saliva all over it. I couldn't understand the kick. I really couldn't. But I still did it lah.
Balloon king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then after that he wanted me to buy a beach ball and like
Oh,
until
okay,
it
okay.
burst. Then I was just like, wow. But then after I rejected it because I don't want to scare myself.
Well, that's a very unique kink, actually.
Yeah, that was I could think of so many things that you could get turned on to, but I never expected a balloon or a beach ball. So yeah.
Yeah, they like the squeaking sound.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, interesting. Never had a request for that.
I think my question is, how did they even know they get turned on by that in the first place?
They probably just saw like some.
Like, were you
Balloon
one day
artist and
playing
then,
at the
like-
beach, that's time you got a hat on, you're like, oh, this is my.
Honestly, right? I feel like that's very possible. That's like a start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should ask the people how they
Yeah.
how they
They
started.
discovered it, right? Yeah.
It's an interesting question for people. I think for me, one of the more interesting ones is someone wanted colored slime. And so we kind of discussed and realized that, okay, colored shampoo was a good idea for it. Dribbling shampoo all over myself, sliding around in the
Oh,
the liquid, the colors, and then play with myself, using it as lube.
Uh,
Yeah.
you? I think that would be very. It would
Not
burn,
slime lah, not
right?
slime.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It didn't burn. Like it was slightly uncomfortable. Yeah, but it was like okay, it's fine. I mean, because I've used conditioner as lube before, like like you're in the heat of the moment in
Okay,
the
you
shower.
fine, let's
and
do it,
there's-
let's do it. Oh my gosh.
Damn it! Keep conditioner.
Conditioner my air. Your air.
Yeah, it's very soft, right? Yeah, so it was interesting video. Kink wise, there isn't someone asked me to fist them, and I went very far. Like my fist is huge, and I put more fingers in. Yeah, so it was like, wow, this person has quite a stretched ass.
What's the furthest you went?
I went.
Distance.
Like-
Mine was here.
Oh no, not that deep in.
Yeah.
But it was like here, because my fist is huge too. But it was like
Okay.
I stretched him quite a bit. Yeah, almost like if. Yeah,
Yeah, and now mine is very small.
let's compare fist.
Oh my gosh, yeah, yours is like huge. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, so it was.
Yeah, and I actually entered his second hole.
Yeah, interesting. Wow, that was very
Quite-
far.
yeah,
It's very far.
It's quite nice. Like you just go inside and just like start tickling the inside.
Yeah, but when going further into the second sphincter is quite dangerous if you have nails. So
Oh yeah, always cut
yeah,
them.
make sure that you either wear gloves. Or
Yeah, literally couldn't have those for
Oh, you couldn't have all these like
so trendy,
acrylic.
right?
Oh no, okay. Oh, can you? You still okay? You
But I still have it, but like I have the fingers,
okay.
So,
Let's
yeah.
together. Yeah.
and I wear gloves.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm very careful.
yeah. Makes sense. You don't want to drag something out suddenly. So, what's your best or signature move in your opinion?
Pegging.
Signature move.
Pegging. Okay, because it's pegging. What's yours?
I don't think I have a signature.
Or something like you're really good at that. People always go to you like, oh,
Probably
Aerie.
tying. Yes.
What's your favorite knot?
There's no favorite knots.
There's no like favorite like. They're like different knots, right? Well, okay, you just
There's like there. It's just a style of tying. Yeah, but my favorite is definitely the arms at the back.
okay.
So because I think that's like the prettiest and the most functional.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah, like you get the arms out of the way and the person is arched and presented, but then you drift off into this meditative state. So it's quite nice. Like,
Oh. Okay, that
yeah.
you know what? That makes sense. Not that I've done it, but like it makes sense. No, I've never really knew like shibari was such a big thing.
It is.
For me, right, I only knew it as like macrame, you know, like the one making like those DIY house toys making like pots and plant poachers. So when I found out people like tying themselves with the same knots, I'm like, oh, that's really interesting. Like, and the rest don't you get like a rope burn? But I guess if you do it really professionally and like
The ropes are different.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
don't go to
coated
the
one,
hardware
right?
store and
It's like
buy that one.
coated.
Then you'll get broken.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's like the most memorable thing your client has ever said? It may be good or bad, but something that they said it really stuck to you.
I love
oh.
you.
Oh my god, wait, you have something similar, right?
No,
I don't think you do.
on top of him, literally in the middle of sex, and then he'd ask, "Do you have a boyfriend?" Then I'm like, I don't think why you ask me this kind of question during sex.
Okay, yeah, I think
Yeah.
because at that moment it's very vulnerable, right? So like people
Yes.
just yeah. Oh, wow, that's
No,
not that
but I think the most meaningful thing someone has ever said was, "Wow, you're very different. I don't feel like this is a transaction at all."
Oh,
And that is what I strive for. In everything that I do, I target the person's brain and emotions. Yeah, I don't like to do this as
purely physical.
yeah, it's just money. I'm here for your money, you're here for my body. No, I actually want to touch someone else's life in that sense.
Okay, then it brings me to the question: how has your work helped someone?
Is it?
What else was not
was
just
yours
that?
really just that?
Wait, what?
No, I mean, it's nice after the session and then you receive like a long text.
yeah.
Oh,
like,
okay, that's
Thank
like
you
oh.
for like, the session really nice talking to you. It felt blah 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 blah. Yeah, I much prefer those kind of clients rather than really they just come and fuck and go.
Yes.
Oh, you mean they don't say thank you or whatever? They just
Like literally just see me as a release and then just
Oh.
But then like those sessions where you actually like talk to them, ask them about their life, then you actually have a conversation, and then after that when they leave, you don't feel like, oh, I just got used, you know, that kind of thing.
okay. Yeah. So how has your work helped someone?
I mean, come lah.
I mean, like, okay, beyond reaching orgasm, have they like, did you awaken someone, make them realize, oh, maybe I am not into like this whatever I'm in currently. I want to explore more in life or something like that. Because I was at Folsom, so I was speaking to a sex worker. She was saying that a client really like found out more about herself after interacting with her. And I think she like even contemplated leaving her husband or something.
Oh.
Okay,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
From one encounter. So it's like,
That's very interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had that kind of experience. Like someone like so life. I would say people fall in love and they realize that I am the kind of woman they would like to find.
Mm.
Yeah. So in that sense, it's a discovery. I have like 2 clients who are we're on a text basis. Yeah, and they're still very obsessed.
Okay.
Which is nice.
Okay,
Like
they know.
Continue
They're
dating
really-
then.
yeah, I mean they pay some of the bills and I get to talk to them. So in a sense, yes, there's that relationship that we're building in that sense. And I don't think it's parasocial because there is actually that social.
Coming from you, yeah. If it's you are the one saying it's not parasocial, then it isn't.
Yeah, because like I am finding out about their life, and they are finding out about my life, and yeah.
Awesome.
I think escorting wise don't think I mean the sex enough is enough to change anyone's life lah, but I do get some of them do get interested and then they try to ask me out and all, but then for me I always find it very sad. Like you only want to date me because like you enjoy my body and you like that I'm like sexual. And then this guy was like, I wish I could find a girlfriend like you. So I asked him like what? Then he just said like you all. I'm like, wow, you don't even know anything about me. You don't even know my actual name. You don't even know what I like. You don't even know what I dislike. You don't even know that I like fart like 20 times a day. You know, like what do you mean you want a girlfriend like me? Yeah. And then when I tell them I have a boyfriend, then they act so shocked. They're like, oh my god, why you have a guy that actually accepts what you're doing? Like, you know.
Did he just say he want to be?
That's why
of course.
they are in love with the idea of dating
Yeah.
someone who's in the scene, but then they're not in love with their partner being an actual like sex worker.
Okay.
I think for BDSM wise, most of them like say that they are very grateful to have someone to release themselves to lah. Cause they always say, oh, at home their wife doesn't know that they do this. I mean, it's nice that like they see us as like someone they can explore their kinks with and they trust us. So yeah, that's the most important.
We are therapists.
It's the physical and mental part. Right?
Right, and then they'll even tell you about their problems, you know.
It's a thing I would like to eventually get into, like kink therapy, sex therapy.
So can you walk me through like a day in your life, your work life? How
I think I brought my leash and collar.
Oh, you're gonna leave.
okay, I guess I'm gonna be the one walking.
Yeah, and crow right now. Then we start.
That's what you say, right?
Yeah.
You wanna walk you through.
Yeah. Maybe that's like the part two. Okay, part two. Yeah. So like so it depends whether whether it's a client or you're at a professional shoot. From the moment you wake up, how do you like? Is there a mental mode you get on? Do you like, oh shit, I have to do it later? I have to be like happy. Do you cheer yourself up? Do you listen to some kind of music? How do you set yourself up to get ready for it?
I think I'll talk about like the studio scene, cause like, yeah, that's with a
Okay,
different,
different, right.
yeah, so like she can talk about like seeing clients. So depending on what your call time is, if it's early in the morning, so very often you have to be somewhere at 9 a.m. um Makeup, hair, everything is prepared, so you just need to prepare your body. The studio shoots are the whole day, or at least till like the early afternoon, like 3 or 4 p.m.
That's early. That's early afternoon.
Yeah, early
Oh,
afternoon,
God,
because
okay.
late afternoon is like evening.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so like 4 p.m.
Onwards.
So there are people whose call time is 4 p.m. and they shoot all the way till 9 p.m. Yeah, depending on what your shoot time is. So let's say it's 9, so I have to wake up at 7 or even earlier, 6. So I prep myself the night before. Yeah, so because like I'm trans, we only have one hole to use,
Oh, yeah.
to the mouth if you consider it. Yeah. So cleaning out depending on who your scene partner is. If they have a huge dick, then you clean out a little more. So the trick is to clean yourself out and then pop Imodium pills. It's the anti-diarrhea pills. Yeah. Then the next morning, you will clean out a little bit more, or just ensure that you're clean but not too deep. Because this comes down to anal prep.
Yeah.
You don't want to, if you can clean deep, but it's gonna take longer for the water to settle and your body to absorb the water. So, and sometimes your body does not absorb all the water in the number of hours. And as you have sex, it triggers contractions and everything gets pushed out. And then you get a mess, which is normal. Yeah. So, yeah, night before in the morning, then I personally don't eat before I shoot because
So
I
you
like
essentially
the,
fast from the day before, like the night.
no, I eat the night before.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so I don't eat breakfast all the way. I don't eat breakfast or lunch. There's some food that they will provide, so like small snacks and everything, and that's fine. Yeah, because your body takes time for it to like digest and process. So lunch will be very light, like salad, some some meat, yeah, some protein, but lots of sweets. Yeah, because you want your energy levels. For me, I like to have a bottle of Coke Zero because that's my happy juice. Yeah, and then shooting usually starts at like maybe 12. Yeah, because
So like 3 hours of makeup and prep.
yeah, makeup prep, legal stuff,
Oh, okay,
sign
okay.
like negotiations, pre-shoot interviews, like is this do you consent to all the activities, blah 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 and everything, exchanging like do's and don'ts, and then you're like, okay, let's discuss the scene, or let's run your lines and stuff like that. Yeah. And then you start shooting, you take breaks in between, water breaks. Do we want to talk about the shooting process?
Okay, as far as I know, it's a lot more streamlined now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
There's still, it depends.
There used
Sometimes
to be
there's
a
still
whole
one or
crew,
two.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the maximum, not the maximum, like the most number of people I've seen on a set are 2 cameras, 1 light, 1 sound, 1 PA, one, wait, 2 cameras, 1 light, 1 sound, 1 PA, 1 hand. Yeah, so 7 people behind the stage. Yeah. Then hair and makeup, that's 1.
Okay.
But the hair and makeup person leaves
Once it's done.
most things are done. Yeah, so 7. Sometimes it's just 2.
Okay.
Yeah, where you just have camera and hand.
What's
Yeah,
hand?
like stage hand.
Oh, okay,
Like,
okay.
yeah.
I don't know a lot of like people like the directors just usually hold like an iPhone or just like a gimbal.
Yeah.
And they just
So yeah, that's why the director is the camera person, is the sound person, and the lighting person, then just one other person to help while they're in position. Yeah. So that's
It's a lot of work. Yeah.
it is a lot of work. Yeah.
Especially when you take like when you create your own content, it's also very hard, right? Because setting up like a tripod, making sure the angle is right.
Making
It's a
sure
lot
the
of work.
lighting is
Yeah,
There
yeah.
was one scene I had to hold a tripod because it was wobbling. So I was just like getting stuck there holding a
I think people think that taking notes is very easy, but it's very
Yeah, you have to find the
It's
angle
very
and
hard to
suck
take
your
good
stomach.
notes, right?
Wow,
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
buttock must come out.
Well, I think women have it easier. Because you got so many things to play with, you have like boobs to play with. If you're a guy, right, it's just your dick and your like ass, that's it. But like women have like so many angles that can look really nice.
I think guys have a lot of angles too.
I think every dick looks the same.
No, but
Oh,
like
Almost like oh
that's technique to a good dick pic.
Yes, there is.
okay.
Like wow, you just like that and then
There are
That's what they
ways
said.
I mean no yeah,
ways
yeah.
to make your dick look appealing.
Yeah.
So for all the men or the dick owners out there who want to learn, sometimes hiding your dick halfway is a nice appealing thing. Sometimes lifting up your dick is a nice appealing thing. Sometimes pushing your dick down. If you have a foreskin, playing with the foreskin is a good idea. If you don't have a foreskin, well, that's one less.
with the balls.
Sometimes like grabbing your balls is a thing. You know,
Don't just
cupping
sit
your
on
ball.
top of the freaking toilet seat.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
but
then I can
stop
stop
taking-
taking.
If I can see the water, I'm gonna die.
This way. Stop
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
photos this way.
Yeah, like
No one is going to look at your dick this way. We want to look at your dick.
true.
Yeah.
That is very
Yeah.
true too,
I want
yeah.
to see your dick
Yes.
like just gone, but I want to see the person that has
Yes,
affected.
exactly.
Ah, yeah,
I
yeah.
love mirror dick pics that one.
So
Oh
those are
yeah,
good,
yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah. Mirror.
If you do this the same way like girls do like mirrored selfies, do the
Yeah.
same for your dick. Yeah.
Okay, that was her entire day. So, as
I
an
always
independent,
found it very impressive how clean anal seats are. No matter how much I clean my ass,
There is a technique to cleaning your ass. Yeah, it takes
It's
lots
like-
of experience.
I feel like you can never. There's always that psychological aspect, like I know I'm
like I
clean,
feel like shitting.
but like
on
just
it.
in case.
Always.
Yeah.
And you just have to tell yourself it's clean.
yeah.
Stop worrying.
Yeah, every
about
time I'm like, is
just
it
enjoy
every time
the
they take it out? Is that shit?
Are you ever worried if you're facing a client that they never clean it properly?
I have to do it for them.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
I literally have to clean my client every time he comes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they are literally babies.
Oh my gosh, I would charge extra for that shit. Oh. Okay, yeah.
No, that's why you have longer sessions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then if you wanna come in and
Minimum
then
like 2 hours. 1 hour is not
Yeah.
enough. But it's shit. Literally.
So how do you get yourself in the mood?
Honestly, I don't have anything special. I just treat it as any other day.
Oh, okay.
It's
To
like,
you, it's
yeah,
work
happy
lah.
sex
It's like
day.
work. Okay.
I hope the client fucks me good. I actually get disappointed when like I finish like the day and then none of the sex was not like damn it, I don't my master.
Is that normal, right? I feel like a lot of people in Singapore don't know.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, because if they were good in bed, why would they pay, right?
because no one. Okay, because they cannot. Yeah. You're right.
ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch. Unfortunately, a lot of people in the porn industry do not.
Fuck good.
No, that's not true. Like people fuck well. It's like we have to stop ourselves from fully enjoying and coming.
Oh, you
Yeah.
need to control.
Yes.
So you all have to come your command, right?
In that sense, yes. If you're a dick owner, you have to come on command. If you're a girl, you have to overemphasize your orgasms. You have to fake your orgasms at times because the content needs you to do it. And because you start and stop and start and stop and start and stop.
It's very easy to just like.
Very often you lose.
Yeah.
I almost had it, but it's fine, Yeah. Because we all know sometimes it just takes longer to get someone to reach that point where you're gonna come. Yeah. So like the sex feels good does not always make you come, but it's good. Yeah. So like if the day were longer and everyone had more time to just sit there with the camera, sure. The
So in a-
orgasms would be really real.
Yeah. In a sense,
Yeah.
would you prefer a studio shoot or you with like a client? You can't guarantee a good
You can't guarantee
session
a
from
good client.
yeah. But you can. Yeah, but the thing about a studio shoot is always start, stop, start, stop.
I think. Okay, I think in all things that I can control, I think a studio shoot would be the best because you know the person, and you know the outcome is going to be
Oh, okay.
mostly good. Yeah, as long as you work with that studio before and you know the reputation of the studio, and you know the reputation of the people you're working with,
Okay.
yeah, then yes.
Do you prep yourself beforehand to make yourself horny first?
To make myself horny,
Yeah.
no.
So you just
Yeah, I don't think there's a need to make myself horny.
It's just in professionals. They all.
No, it's not that. I think that it's okay for me. For me, I enjoy the whole process of shooting, being on set, interacting with people. So I guess it's a blessing that I enjoy it.
Okay.
So like even when I see clients, I enjoy seeing clients. Like sometimes you're like disappointed, but you find what makes you happy within that moment of like, if only. But hey, at least there's still this.
Yeah,
I can be happy
it's
with
still a thing.
not money.
It's still a
Sure.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So would you rather shoot with someone else or just take solo content?
I mean, I'm shooting with my partner now, so obviously that's a lot better. Cause before I shoot with my partner, actually all my content I shoot with clients. So again, it's a gamble. I don't know if this guy's gonna fuck good or he's gonna come in 5 seconds, right? And then my video will just end there. But then now that I'm filming my partner, it's more easier because I know he's
Yeah,
gonna
okay.
do it properly.
Mm.
Yeah.
So okay, I asked you this question before, but how do you communicate with a client if they are smelly, sticky, their breast stinks or whatever? How do you do it in a nice way? Whether it's
would-
like a professional studio one and the person just breast stinks or something. How do you say it very nice?
I will do it with them.
Huh?
I will just say, let's go
Oh.
take a shower.
Okay.
Yeah. Or I will be like, oh, I will like remark. Let's say if it's a studio scene and the person really has bad breath, but everyone generally has their own hygiene.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will tell a client, like,
How do you say that without like knocking on their self-esteem?
no, I will tell them, oh, I really like personal hygiene. Come on, let's make sure that we brush our teeth and everything first before, so that I smell nice and you will smell nice too. Sexier that way.
I know you're not that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will be then there. I'm like, can you go and take a shower? Can you go and shower?
Straightforward. Yeah.
Does it? You mean they just
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe will be there, you know.
Oh, okay, you know what? Yeah, it makes sense for you. Yeah.
No, even as when I'm doing escorting, because they think they can tell when someone just says, can we take a shower? They can probably tell
They will
I
also,
stink.
yeah, they will also be embarrassed.
So sometimes
about
I'm
it.
like, why I can smell you but you cannot smell yourself? Like, the worst is after they shower they still stink. Then I'm just like, let's just like bring through the bath.
That's why I go in and shower with them, so that there's a thing about soaping someone, scrubbing someone, and very often,
Foreplay.
yes, exactly, and very often people enjoy the scratching, like this
ah.
scratching, yeah. So there is that thing like down the back as you like scrub the person, yeah. So like the Chinese say, right, 一举两得. Yes.
I would never do that for.
I do lah sometimes. But then there was once where I showered him and then he still stared. And I was just like, wow, this one cannot help seriously.
Just waiting for
Well,
time to pass,
control.
like
No,
time,
no.
like
I'm so sad. I'm so sorry.
So cute, right? And go through.
even the therapist is not close enough to smell the client.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So okay, pivoting slightly, in this line of work where there's so much stigma and discrimination, right? How did you deal with it at the start?
There was a lot of fear. the first time when I started like saying, okay, I'm gonna take clients, there's always the fear of getting into trouble. There's the fear of getting abused. There's the fear that, oh, what happens if this person is going to film me and like release my videos? Then, that's like my own content gone,
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's like putting in assurances, finding my own screening process, um, having friends who will check in with you. So the first time I had an overnight client, I made a friend. I made a friend check in with me. Every can't remember, was it 1.5 hours? Yeah.
Oh wait, so like overnight there was no sleep.
No,
It's
no,
just-
there was sleep.
Oh,
There
okay,
was
okay,
sleep.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm checking in.
Okay.
Because usually you know whether this person is a good person or not. Like at least within the first 2-3 hours before you go to bed. So, and if that person is okay, like, okay, I'm good, thanks. And then you tell the person like, yeah, well, everything is gonna be fine. So that was some of the things you put in place. Yeah. My first overseas client was the most scary because in a lot of countries prostitution and escorting is illegal. Like porn is legal, but escorting, prostitution is illegal, and you're always worried about like that person being an undercover cop. So, finding the right screening process, and like how cops are not allowed to come into your room.
Yeah.
They are not allowed to do some stuff. Yeah, so they cannot entrap you. There are a lot of these telltale signs that you have to learn from the friends who are there. So yeah.
For me at the start, the stigma was really bad because the shame and everything. So when I started, I didn't tell anyone what I was doing. I was always hiding, deleting my chats. Like even my ads that I posted will cut down delete after a few hours because I was so scared of getting found out, right? Then that also put me in a very bad spot because since I didn't know anyone, I didn't tell anyone anything. When I got taken advantage of, like the client assaulted me, didn't pay, I just kept quiet and didn't do anything until 2 years ago where I actually had one client dox me. And that's how I found out about Project X and the whole community. That they started to wash away my ideas of, the self-stigma and the shame. Then I started to become more accepting of who I was. Especially seeing how Project X, most of the, like especially Vanessa, she's not even a sex worker, but then she's literally the one that fights for us the hardest. So I'm just like, if someone who's not even a sex worker cares much about us, why am I like, hating myself so much, right? Yeah, then started to open up and all. Then I told my friends and everything. Then yeah, even like my partner is very supportive. Yeah, so it's really a 180 change.
So just
I'm
like,
actually like very grateful that Project X is around, especially the outreach. Like as much as there are people who don't speak English, like Project X is still there to like, hey, we are here. You have rights. You are still a human. And I think that's very valuable. What Project X is doing is
we need more like different language volunteers. So whoever's watching this, you can speak like different languages.
yes,
Please reach out.
please.
Yeah. So like finding the community is very important.
Yes.
So how did you okay no, I've watched like previous interviews from you. You said you got a lot of friends from like Twitter and all that, right? So people were like assuring you and kind of learn from them. So but for you it took like a longer road. Then you
Yeah.
found Project X.
It was actually when I first started pro-doming that I actually interacted with other pro-doms. Because I actually had a double dom session with one of the doms. Then after I got doxed, she was the one who actually told me to come to Project X. Then I met like everyone else. She was like, holy shit, so many people actually in this community. And I thought everyone was like the same, all very scared underground, nobody dared to speak up. I never knew, like, I always told myself, wow, I wish I knew about Project X when I first started. Things would have been so different.
Okay, so apart from speaking with others, What are some ways you practice self-care, or how do you take care of yourself to prevent burnout or just mental health? I know like sometimes you can technically take it as a write-off if you go do your hair, do your nails, because you're investing yourself for your
Yeah.
content, right? So what are some other ways you practice self-care?
I actually take a rest day. Yeah, through all my filming and everything, I actually just have one day where I don't do stuff and I just go out.
Wait, so
Yeah.
how often do you shoot?
Oh, when I'm in the US, I shoot every single day.
Oh, cool.
I schedule shoots. The most I've done in one day is 4.
Okay, I get it. Like,
Yeah.
you're maximizing your time, but you're not
Yeah.
like exhausted.
I enjoy doing it. It is tiring,
But
but
Okay lah.
yeah, I mean, it is what it is. That's why you take one whole day and just rest. So there was one day that I just lay on the couch and I am just gonna stone and watch TV. And then my friend was like, let's go to the hot tub. I was like, okay, let's do it. Yeah, and then we just sitting there, the jacuzzi, drinking and just soaking in the sun, just to let you feel yourself again.
okay.
Yeah, so I think that's a good thing. Like, then if I'm back in Singapore, then a lot of it is like editing my content, solo filming. So sometimes like the relaxation is hitting the gym.
Okay.
Yeah. So to do something else other than work. Yeah.
Yeah, what about you?
Same. I think I did not even bother do self care for quite some time because I worked at Project X for like a year. So Monday to Fridays I'm at Project X. Weekends I'm with clients and my boyfriend. So I had no rest day. And then I got burnt out really bad and then I had to quit. So now and then last time also when clients text you, you try to take as many clients as possible because you want to maximize everything, right? And then you don't know how to say no, you don't know how to give yourself time. So after that burnout, I just if I don't want to do it, I won't do it. It's like the money will come back eventually. Right? You'll always find another client. And then they'll and some of them will try to push and be like, oh, don't you want my money? But I'm like, I respect myself more. I want my time, you know? So yeah, now that I'm no longer meeting clients anymore, I'm like literally so free. But then my calendar is packed with like appointments. Oh, do my hair, do my nails, do this, do that, you know?
Can I just ask? Okay, it's like you live in a content house and you're what, right? So is there any moment where you're just relaxing and you're just like, actually, this would be a very good moment
Yes.
to film? Or like, then you're like,
Literally,
shit, now
yeah.
I might as well not waste it. Do you?
So there's very often like what you'll do is like in those moments you will not shoot a full scene, you will shoot teasers.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are the less stressful ones where they are your promotional material.
Oh,
The
okay.
amateur stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you will shoot like maybe like for 5 minutes and then you chop it up and then you'll be like, okay, done, phone away. Then you just
Oh,
continue
okay,
enjoying the
interesting.
moment.
Yeah. Now during sex, I'm like, hey, wow, this would be a very good video. And I take out a phone master film.
But just actually very true. Then you can be like, want to see more, like subscribe.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, okay.
So like those are like things that you would do and it's low stress and it's like still
No
fun.
expectations.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow.
I mean, doing it when you're having fun is more fun. Like I'm hoarding myself film it, right?
Right, yeah.
Since
yeah.
I'm already gonna masturbate myself.
Yeah, wow, entrepreneurial mindset. Here. Look at this. Look at this.
I just hope Singapore will decriminalize sex work. And then for society to stop seeing us, as
It's like demon. For like,
yeah. Like
Is sex work criminalized?
not all
but
parts
all
of
the
it.
activities surrounding sex. So.
Yeah.
Ah,
Soliciting, the
Yeah.
taking photos, blah blah blah.
Technically, if you have like a nude photo of your partner in your phone, that can
Yes.
Yeah.
so yeah, I guess in a sense, yes, along what you said, the decriminalization. I just wish that people would see us as an actual industry. That it's not just like people who are like easy money.
Sell their body.
Yeah. Like even selling, see, there's someone who sells and buys. So it is an industry that that you should respect. For me, I think it's really understanding that, like, to have the authorities start understanding that all these things are not as obscene as
Yeah.
the phrasing is always obscene materials, you know? Yeah. And like these things are not obscene. The LGBTQ community is not obscene. Porn is not always obscene. Yeah, and normalize sex.
Correct.
Yeah, and I think we should encourage people to talk more about sex, people to explore their own sexuality, and realize that there are different expressions of sexuality, and sometimes seeing it on film helps. Yeah, and the only reason why you would say like, oh, obscene materials and everything is just to have a catch-all, so that it's easy to punish whoever. Yeah, but if you don't go into the details of like, well, actually, some things don't have to be punished because they are consensual. They are transactions. And legitimate transactions among consenting individuals. So why would you punish that when people have their own autonomy? Yeah. So that's how I hope society will progress one day.
And a lot of times clients like they come to us for experience, like virgins, they want to find out how to have sex, they want to figure out, how to do it properly before they get a girlfriend. And then it just shows the lack of sexual education in Singapore, lah, especially when the sexual education is just like, oh, don't have sex, you're gonna like get STDs and die, get
Correct.
pregnant.
Yeah.
It's very old fashioned, and it's very funny to me that the government wants you to have babies because the population is dying, but then yet they are so stigmatized about sex and they don't want to talk about sex. You can't get people to have sex if you don't want to talk about sex, right?
Yeah, the education is really bad. I remember years ago, I was doing outreach. There was this 30-year-old guy who asked me if dick cheese can be clean.
Oh,
And I was just like,
Yeah,
for 30 years?
yes.
For 30 years?
oh,
girl. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Just like, you're nasty.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
I know, right? I know. So thank you so much for joining me today for this recording. We also like to thank Cheryl Lau, podcast host and producer based in Singapore. So yeah, thank you everybody. Thank you.
Yay.
It's very big. Now, woo! In this episode, we touched on a lot in this conversation with Aerie and Luna, from kink and consent to the realities of working as a professional dominatrix and porn star. One thing that stood out was just how much communication, negotiation, and trust goes into these spaces. Consent isn't just simply a checkbox, it's an ongoing conversation about safety, boundaries, and mutual understanding. We also got a glimpse into the labor behind sex work. It's not all just about having fun, taking sexy pictures. There's a lot more that goes on behind the scenes. Now, before we go, a quick reminder that being sure of your status is sexy. Here at Project X, we offer free HIV and STI testing so you can not only test regularly but test accurately too. Remember that different STIs have different window periods, so if you're unsure when to get tested, head over to the Sexual Health Resource page on the Project X website to find out more. Thank you so much.